Alrighty, with the new era of Andor, Marquee releases and all that coming up, we have now our second Empire character, or ISB character, and this is Major Partagaz. So, let's just get into his kit. The leader of the ISB, Major Partagaz, arrives at the holotables to contain any unforeseen rebel activities with his ruthless efficiency, analytical and strategic decisions, and an unwavering drive to protect the Empire. Major Partagaz is designed to be a leader who can be ruthless in his decisions, but also stand firm as a supportive mentor to his fellow ISB team members such as Deedra Miro and KX Security Droid. Deedra Miro? Hold on a minute. I know we're supposed to be focusing on this guy, but I think Deedra was the last video I just did, and it never said her last name. Right? Let me just go take a look real quick. I'm pretty sure it always just said Deedra. Yeah, Deedra. It never told us she was Miro. Now all of a sudden we got a last name for her. Alright. Well, at the time of these uploads, it will say Deedra Miro, but that's only because I, kind of recorded these in session, so now that I learned that, I can add it to the thumbnail and all that. Anyhow, Major Partagaz is expected to help these new ISB units alongside Director Krennic and the Imperial Probe Droid to punish the enemies as the battle proceeds. Alright, so now we're back to having graphics, or GIFs, whatever. It went the first one, Clay and Marquee, and then they didn't do any, and now they're back. Okay. Anyhow, basic ability. Thesis, please. So he does something, and then she comes and chimes in. And then something. Okay, cool. Anyways. Inflict health down. That's weird. On target enemy for 2 turns. During his turn, call target other ISB ally to assist, dealing 25% more damage per rank Major Partagaz has. So he does the rank stuff too, just like Deedra did. If Major Partagaz is rank 2 or above, all ISB allies gain speed up for 2 turns. If he is rank 3, also daze the target enemy for 1 turn. Okay, call target other ISB. Okay, so this is just like Deedra's move too. She has a move. Oh, that's her first special actually, but it doesn't do any damage, but it calls assists, so that's where the damage comes from. And just like that, this one is, he doesn't do damage. He just does health down, but then he calls somebody, and they deal 25% more damage. Than what? I guess it's just then their base attack would be, so they're dealing 25% more damage than themselves, I guess. Anyhow, design notes. Debuffing the enemy allows Major Partagaz to dismantle their ability to inflict debuffs to a certain extent. This ability also grants serious benefits upon ranking up. Inflicting daze disrupts the enemy's tactics, as their affected unit will not be able to assist, counterattack, or gain bonus turn meter. Inspiration. We wanted to display the strategic thought process of Major Partagaz and how he uses his position to cripple the enemy's tactics. Calibrate your enthusiasm. Gets this board out of nowhere and does all this stuff. Special 1. Authority is brittle. Call all ISB allies to assist, and they recover 20% health and protection. If all allies were ISB at the start of battle, all enemies are target locked for 2 turns. If the target enemy was already target locked, all ISB allies have their cooldowns reduced by uno. If the target enemy was already target locked, and then all enemies are target locked. It's kind of pointless to have all enemies be target locked. The whole point of a target lock is like a reverse taunt. You choose who you want to put a focus on. Just like marked and all that. It's kind of weird to put it on everybody, but okay. And then I guess there's bonuses again based on his rank. If Major Partagaz is rank 3, blind the target enemy for 2 turns and increase the cooldown of all enemies by 1. If he's rank 2 or above, ISB allies gain retaliate for 2 turns and 5% tenacity, stacking for the rest of the battle. If he's rank 3... What? Wait. Rank 3 ISB allies gain tactical supremacy for 2 turns. Why does this say rank... What does that bottom one mean? If he is rank 3, blind the target enemy. Why is it mentioning rank 3 again? Or is that just saying any rank 3 allies? That means him or Deedra, because she's the other one that can do this. So then if he uses that move, they'd both get tactical supremacy. Is that what that means? It's just a little confusing how it almost seems out of order. It's like 3, 2, 3. Like, huh? Why are we back to 3? I thought it was going to be 1. Anyways, this ability can't be evaded or resisted. Design notes. Target locking all enemies allows the squad to reap multiple benefits. Okay, I was just making fun of that, so I guess that's what they're trying to go with. Upon using the special, all allies are called to assist. This action synergizes with other abilities and can be strategically important as the special ability reduces cooldowns of all ISB allies. Upon attaining rank 3, Major Partagaz grants powerful benefits to the squad. And can, wow, they got a lot of typos here, and can strategically target which enemy will miss their next attack. Way to space your words out, right? Inspiration. We tried to convey Major Partagaz's personality as a genius who not only can position his squad to have an advantage, but also weaken any strategies employed by the enemy. I don't even know how you'd say that. How would you say a word that's smashed together but with a comma in the middle? A comma usually means a break. You're supposed to take a breath. But if it's smashed together, that's one word with a random comma in the middle. So now it's almost like it's a different language. Leader, calibrate your enthusiasm, bitch. At the start of battle, Major Partagaz inflicts potency down and speed down on all enemies for 2 turns. Wow, that's weird. That sounds, if I'm not mistaken, that sounds a lot like Tarkin's move. You know, his, I don't even know what it's called, but it's that second special he has. Like, his first special is the Hailfire Rain, and the second special is the one that puts the buffs on everyone. Isn't that what it does? Potency down and speed down, if I'm not mistaken, right? I don't know, something similar. It just makes me think of that. Anyways, ISB allies gain 50% bonus protection, 30 speed, and ISB allies that are rank 3 ignore taunt effects on their turn until the end of the battle. ISB allies have plus 25% critical chance, defense, and tenacity at rank 1. These bonuses are doubled at rank 2 and quadrupled at rank 3. Oh, so it basically literally doubles every rank. So what is it? Plus 25% critical chance, defense, and tenacity. Okay. Can all ISB characters get rank, though? I'm trying to think, because, like, Imperial Probe Droid, is he going to be able to get rank? Same as Krennic. I know they had reworks, and I already did the video on that, but I don't remember that at this point. So can everybody get rank? Otherwise, that's only selectively beneficial, you know? Whenever an enemy recovers protection, all ISB allies gain 5% offense stacking until the end of battle. Okay, so it's like your enemies are trying to keep themselves healthy, and your team's like, we'll just get a little bit stronger. ISB allies deal 5% more damage when targeting a target-locked enemy, and recover 5% health and protection. Is that when you attack a target-locked enemy? You gain the health and protection? ISB allies inflict speed down for 2 turns whenever they attack out of turn. Ooh, well, if you get a lot of attacking out of turns going, that could be solid, really slowing down the other team. While in Grand Arenas, oh, this didn't tell you any of that, Zeta and Omicron, but apparently there's an Omicron. Major Partagaz starts the battle at rank 3 and gains 50 speed. Okay. Whenever an allied ISB support gains Retaliate, they also gain 20% bonus protection for 1 turn. And whenever an ISB ally is damaged, Major Partagaz gains 15% turn meter. The first time each ally falls below 30% health, they recover 30% health and protection. ISB support allies stealth for 1 turn, and ISB tank allies taunt for 1 turn. I'm pretty sure Deedra was also a Grand Arena Omicron. The only difference was hers was 3v3 only. His seems like it's any. So you put them 2 together. I don't think hers was the leader ability. I think it was just a unique that she had her Omicron on. So that could work out pretty well. Put them together. It could be a solid enough team, especially for some Marquees. You know, some decent Omicrons. I'm sure a GL will blow through them no problem, but any regular team, you know, be a challenge. Design notes. With this special ability, the objective is to grant key benefits to the ISB squad as soon as the battle begins, while also reducing the effectiveness of the enemy. along with awarding his allies for the ranks that they have attained. Oh, whoops, there was a comma there. They have attained. This ability synergizes well with the Thesis Please and Authority is Brittle, as it grants ISB allies additional offense whenever they target an enemy that has been target locked. In the Grand Arena, Major Partagaz displays his mentorship by granting benefits to allies that gain retaliate and rewards them with additional protection. Inspiration, portraying Major Partagaz's leadership qualities that slot him in a position of authority, allowing him to equip the squad with action items that not only protect them, but also reward them for their progress. Unique 1. Security is an illusion. I mean, not really. If you have proper security, then you are secure, you know? If you live in a gated community and you have a security officer or a team of security that you hire, if you're wealthy enough to do so, then yeah, you probably are pretty safe. Don't really know how that's an illusion, but okay. Whenever Major Partagaz inflicts... I feel like I'm saying this wrong. Partagaz? I don't know. If I am saying it wrong, my bad. I've never seen the show yet, so I don't really know how you're supposed to say his name. I'm just saying it based on how it kind of looks to me. Partagaz. Partagaz? I don't know. Anyways, inflicts a debuff on an enemy. All enemies lose 5% potency, stacking max 50%. At the start of battle, if all allies are ISB, Major Partagaz can't be targeted for the rest of the battle. Whenever an enemy gains Foresight or Stealth, dispel it and expose that enemy for 2 turns, with 1 stack for each rank Major Partagaz has, which can't be evaded or resisted. This is unique. Whenever an enemy gains Foresight or Stealth, dispel it and just expose. Oh, that's funny. So do basically the exact opposite. Oh, you wanted to try to protect yourself? F you! With 1 stack for each rank he has. Whenever an enemy recovers protection, remove 5% of their max protection, stacking until the end of the battle. Okay, so the other thing gave you extra offense, and now we're also taking away their max protection. So, like, you're reducing their overall that they have. Which is kind of crazy. I don't know if there's any other mechanic like that yet. At the start of Major Partagaz's turn, all ISB allies gain 20% offense for 2 turns. If there are no other allied combatants at the start of a turn, Major Partagaz escapes from battle. If there are no other allied combatants at the start of a turn... Oh, he escaped. That's weird. So that's weird. So that's just like the thing like Hermit Yoda has and C-3PO and all that. He just runs away. It's weird though, because those characters that do that don't have any attack moves. So they're strictly support. So it's like that's why they run away, because there's no way for them to really do anything to continue the battle. So it's kind of weird that... The only exception, actually, I'd say, is Mon Mothma, because technically she does have a summon, and the summon can do attacks, so it's kind of weird that when everyone else dies, her and the summon die. But the others, you know, they don't have attacks, but this guy does. His basic... Or actually, no, his basic does nothing, right? It calls an assist. Okay, yeah, so maybe he is like that. I didn't even think of that. Huh. Alright, well, intertwining security as an illusion with Major Partagaz's basic and special ability allows him to reduce the ability of all enemies to inflict debuffs up to 50%. This ability also allows Major Partagaz to stay in the background without being noticed and still have a strong hold of the battle. Due to his tactical genius, Major Partagaz exposes the enemies that gain the ability to dodge attacks or avoid being targeted. Without any active units to act on Major Partagaz's orders, he escapes from battle. Inspiration. We wanted to showcase Major Partagaz's analytical skills and tactical brilliance. He understands how the enemies think and is constantly tactics that dissolve the enemy plans before they are executed. I don't think that's worded right. He understands how the enemies think and is constantly tactics. Something's not right though. It doesn't make sense. Unique 2. What did I just say? Unique 2. Chain of command. Cock. COC. If all allies are ISB, Major Partagaz starts the encounter at rank 2. Whenever an ISB ally uses a special ability, other ISB allies at rank 2 or higher gain 10% counter chance. Stacking. Whenever an enemy is defeated, ISB allies increase their rank by 1. Oh! That's kind of cool. So that'll help with at least him and Deedra. As long as you kill somebody, you can get your kid a promotion going. That's pretty solid. Whenever an ISB ally is defeated, active ISB allies decrease their rank by 1. And that makes sense that the opposite would happen. But hey, while you're killing, you can get your ranks up. Obviously, there's ways to increase your ranks as is, but like this is almost like a freebie. So say you naturally get to like rank 2, and then boom, you kill somebody, boom, now you're rank 3. Like that's a cool, quick promotion. Then you're getting all those bonuses and stuff. Not bad. And oh, Major Partagaz, I just realized I wasn't even paying attention. He starts at rank 2, so that's good too. Does that mean that can he go below rank 2? Because it says like when ISB allies are defeated. So could, in theory, he go to rank 1, or is rank 2 his lowest? If rank 2 is his lowest, that's pretty solid also. I mean, it almost makes sense because he's a major, so, you know, it makes sense that you give him, like, a higher rank, but I don't know. Anyways, design notes. Chain of Command is Major Partagaz's second unique ability that promotes the usage of special abilities to grant the ability to counterattack the enemy more and more as this stat increases. This ability maintains balance in terms of rewarding as well as punishing the ISB squad. Losing an ally displays a tactical flaw which punishes the allies, but defeating an enemy showcases tactical masterclass, thereby rewarding the team. Inspiration, a rulebook that maintains fairness, which is followed by the entire squad, irrespective of the ranks, to maintain fairness amongst the faction. And that is it. That is the end of his kit reveal. Deedra, when I read hers, seemed kind of just like, yeah, it's okay. She didn't seem terrible, but she didn't seem that cool. He actually seems kind of cool. You know, who knows? I mean, half the time I read a kit reveal and I think that they are not going to be that awesome, and then I think they're going to be awesome, and then they're not, and I'm like, well, so much for that. I think the only character I can ever think of that the kit reveal sounded good, and then they actually are good, is Kelleran Beck. He's the only one that I've ever read a kit reveal of, I was excited for, and then got him, and I'm like, yeah, he's still pretty awesome. But this guy actually seems not bad. You know, he seems, especially with an ISB squad, like it seems like he's going to take like this random new faction that they created. Not really random, but you know, we're adding Director Krennic and Imperial Probe Droid, 2 characters that have been in the game forever. Now they get a new tag so they can make this faction, because I think they're only introducing 3 ISB characters. So to round it out, they had to promote 2 existing characters. But it seems like under a full team, he's pretty solid. The only thing I don't like is I don't like how he has one of those like runaway things, like Hermit Yoda and stuff. That's weird. So teams like that are a little tricky, because it's like now you're going into battle with a 4-man team. Now typically those characters that do run away are solid. Obviously we know 3PO is very solid. He's a great support for a Rebels team. Hermit Yoda is a great support for a Jedi team. Mon Mothma squads are pretty decent. They're not super good, but they're not bad either. And who's the other one that does this crap when they run away? I know there's one more. I'm drawing a blank though. Oh, Wat Tambor. He's pretty solid too. Pretty good. Not only is he good with Separatists, he's kind of good with Darkseid in general. A lot of people put him under like a C-led squad. So, you know, these characters are good, but it's just kind of, for me, I always feel a little bit hesitant about using them, because I'm like, ugh, I'm technically starting as a 4-man team. But I don't know, at the same time, you know, this does sound like there are good boosts between his unique and his leader, so it could pay off, you know. Anyways, he sounds decent enough, which is nice, so yeah. Anyhow, that is all I got for this one, so thanks for listening to this with me, and until next time, I said see ya.